Show Mark Farzetta, Mike Missinelli, Kayla Santiago, and Seth Joyner with you. Before we go any further, we do want to acknowledge again our partnership with the EBOD Foundation, the EBOD Foundation, because just like any great football team, the strength lies within its players, and we all have an opportunity here to be a player in the fight against Alzheimer's as well as dementia. And here at JAKIB Media, we want to support Alzheimer's research and also caregiving for the stronger and more collective effort to combat Alzheimer's and dementia. This month, we also want to make sure we focus on this with a very special promotion that we're running, and we've been running really all season long. Score for a Cure, the big game Super Bowl sweepstakes here. Text SCORE to 833-202-9835. That's 833-202-9835. Use these promo codes. You see them right there. Team Miss, Team Seth, Team Gun with 2 N's, and Team Farzi as well. Now, what can you get out of this? Well, you have the opportunity to win 2 tickets to the big game in Las Vegas, 2 nights in a hotel, $2,000 in cash for expenses, and you also just text that word SCORE to 833-202-9835, and you can have a chance to win a trip, a fantastic trip to the big game in Vegas, all for a great cause to help combat Alzheimer's with the EBOD Foundation.
Well done, Farzi. Thank you very much for that. It is time now for us to break out a new segment right here on the Pond Hockey Eagles postgame show. It is called the Defender of the Game, and it's brought to us by Land Rover of Willow Grove. Land Rover, Jaguar, and also Land Rover of Willow Grove. Go test drive a new Defender. What a quality machine. You'll absolutely love it. Defender of the Game on a night like this puts us in a very difficult spot. So, listen, if it was up to me, I would say that Stephon Gilmore of the Cowboys, Deron Bland, those guys played well. But I will give my defender of the game to Fletcher Cox today. Since the Eagles did not score a touchdown on offense, they got one off their defense, and they got one because Fletcher Cox got a strip sack on the quarterback, and it was run in by Jalen Carter for a touchdown to give the Eagles their 13th point. So on a night when the defenders of the game for the Eagles were a little bit slim, I'll go with Fletcher Cox. Does that make any sense?
I mean, he made the thing happen. He did the thing that made it happen, but I'll go Jalen Carter over him. He's the guy that ran it in. I haven't seen a defensive tackle touchdown since Mike Patterson, I believe it was, against the 49ers all those years ago.
Mike
Patterson. How about that? How about him getting a shout? That's right. How about him getting a shout-out on the program today? I'll go Jalen Carter. He got himself a touchdown. Good for him.
It's hard to argue with either of those, and statistically this might be a hot take with Sidney Brown. He only had 5 solo tackles, but I really feel like in the secondary, to me, he was the only guy that had heart out there, and I know on the stat sheet and how many points they gave up, that might not mean much, but for a team that really can't get low and tackle, he at least was going out there and trying today, so I'm going to give it to Sidney Brown. I think he did what he could tonight against this Dallas Cowboys team.
Had a really bad over pursuit, but at least he pursued.
Right. At least he tried.
Yeah,
at least he tried. The other guys can't say the same, right?
I'm with you there. Yeah.
I'm going to defer my pick to next week.
Well, all right. I don't blame you, to be honest with you. I will say that, normally Micah Parsons comes up in this conversation. They kept him pretty quiet today, surprisingly. He did get a sack, but he only had 2 tackles the whole day. So, all right, that's presented by Jaguar Land Rover of Willow Grove. And who wouldn't like to drive a Jag or a Land Rover?